Today I'll be presenting 4 petitions on behalf of residents in Mission Matsqui, Fraser Canyon. The first petition relates to BC passenger rail service. Constituents in my riding are calling upon the Federal Minister of Transportation to work accordingly with his BC counterparts to address the passenger rail shortage we have in British Columbia. We want more passenger rail. It doesn't exist. I think this is a good thing all Canadians can agree upon. The second petition I'd like to bring forward today is a very unique one regarding Section 43 of the Criminal Code. Petitioners are calling on this outdated Criminal Code provision to align with modern standards, specifically as it relates to the ability of teachers to use corrective force against children in their care. Section 43 of the Criminal Code exempts every school teacher, parent, or person standing in place of a parent from criminal liability for using force by way of correction towards a pupil or child in their care. Petitioners are calling upon this section of the Criminal Code to be modernized in conjunction with existing and modern practices. The third petition I'd like to present today is regarding the Lytton Regional Aquatic Centre. Petitioners in Agassiz, British Columbia, and surrounding First Nations of the Stalo people are calling upon the government to do away with outdated funding models that pit First Nations versus non-Indigenous Canadians when they're seeking to provide infrastructure that relates to both communities. We want the federal government to work with Indigenous communities and the District of Kent to see the Lytton Aquatic Centre funded. And thirdly and fourthly, Madam Speaker, I'm raising the plight of Lytton, British Columbia as well. The CEBA deadline is fast approaching. As you know, Madam Speaker, the businesses in Lytton have not been able to rebuild, and therefore it would be wrong for the Government of Canada to subject those businesses to the same conditions that apply to other businesses who are also struggling to pay for their CEBA loans. The Government of Canada issued $5 million specifically for business redevelopment. Petitioners are calling for that $5 million to be used to refund portions of their CEBA loans. Thank you, Madam Speaker.